what's going on, guys? It is Wednesday, time for a new episode of Recap. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you witnessed the beatdown I gave Austin in our first game for Flip the Script yesterday. Of course, he turned the tables on me for game two. But hey, the Chiefs once again were victorious over the Buffalo Bills, and the Lions beat the piss out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, chat, what is going on? I got Hiei up in this joint. Peace 2314, JM1620, punctual as always. Mr. Dirty 130. I know you're going to be just hanging out from when we started doing these invoice trivia requests and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. Vibe Kanda, Mandon 27, Celestino, It's Lou, Denzi Vice 91, Archdog 7, Homie Carlos, Croats 10, Crooked Vic 713, G. Laurent. You weren't on for Benchwarmers on Monday, but I want to give you your flowers in regard to the Pacers not taking down the Portland Trailblazers. So I'll give you a little golf clap for that one. I was very, very morose after that game, and Pacers have not won a game since the addition of Pascal Siakam, which is a bit concerning to me. Sub Diego 619, official Tony, what's up? Eric O, Ugly Man Chief in the house, what's going on? Southside Steven Seabright, Wilder Fitteds, David Kearns, Mr. Vickery, what is up? Ben Ghani, what up? Haven't seen you in a while. Relentless, Liam Minas with a very long comment. Hey Ben, hate to bother you about this stuff, but I was wondering, do the shipping mix up my Money Mariners hasn't updated, but other hats order have arrived. Should I reach out to customer service, or do you know the outcome of that? Definitely reach out to customer service on that. Luis, our head of customer service, is like staying on top of it. So I would highly recommend hitting up the live chat on the website, and they will get you sorted out with that. My name is Eric. What's up? Who else did I miss? Who else? Elk Dot and Best of AC. What's going on? Yeah, just threw 200 on the $200 on the Lions this weekend. Holy shit, that's don't even know what to say to that. It's crazy. But anyway, Austin will not be joining us today, but of course we've got the ever fabulous Tefuri Taylor Made. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? What's up, chat? How y'all doing? What's up?
Not
What's the
much.
word?
Oh, Alex 415 in the chat now. What's up, dude? And Flashfire. Couldn't miss out you guys.
What's up, AZ?
What hat you wearing today?
Oh, I am a good old Atlanta special. Shouts out to the family down at Hat Club LA. Good pinky.
That was obviously the hat that I was like totally panicked about you not getting in enough time.
No, I actually was just like this Braves hat was, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, whatever it takes, got to get it. So whatever it took, we got it. So that's the story ended positively, maybe negatively for my bank account, but who knows?
No.
But no, it's a great crown. Like shouts out to the Hat Club LA family. They're doing really great stuff out there. Great variety packs. If y'all haven't had a chance and you're on the West Coast and you've not been there, don't know what you're doing, definitely got to go stop by. Shouts out to Jay Skater. Shouts out to Kid 5950. Shouts out to my guy Chief Martinez out there. Great people. Yes, exactly, Tony. It's a fire every day. So you're probably gonna see me in this hat a lot. Gonna get sick of it, but
I love it.
That's cool.
It looks good on you, man.
No, I don't have a filter on. I think it's just I look very radiant today. Liam, I don't know. It's definitely I don't know why I'm glistening so much.
You're coming in clear on my end.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't think people are used to seeing this much. And yeah, exactly. I'm in 5K. I'm not in 4K anymore. So, if you know, the maybe our visitors, our aliens may have had something to do with this. I don't know.
Ooh.
Gotta check. Yeah,
I froze up there for a hot second, I think.
Yeah. So I kind of pushed back a little bit. So hopefully I look a little bit better. A-Lab said I looked a little bit grainy. So
Austin in the comments today. I know Wilder Fitteds commented like surprising that Austin's not here today. Austin's like super busy. He had a bunch of meetings and stuff to finish up on. So he'll be in the chat. He just won't be joining us on video today.
Okay. He's giving that old school vibe. Yeah. I'm gonna try to adjust it a little bit, see if I can settle it out, but hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully we'll be good.
Am I coming in clear?
I feel like you're good. I think it's
Okay.
I think I'm the only one that's too HD.
It's my concern is always this on the basis of, has my internet cut out so I don't look like I'm just like frozen in time.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's just let's see. Figuring out what we're cooking up for February. Okay, Austin. Any hints? Any interesting things that people should know? Chat should know about February.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
camera settings. Yeah, definitely could be
I,
that.
I know of a few things. A lot of variety pack hats to start the month off. I do know that. Not in a bad way.
My arch nemesis. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, could be that. Definitely could be that. We'll see.
I love it. Site sleepers for you guys. Give me 1 sec. I will load it up and hope to God that my shit does not freeze up on me. Otherwise, we're screwed. But kicking things off, looks like the new Houston Astros dropped this morning. I guess we can technically.
I think you're in the gulag, man.
Am I back? Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back now. You're good.
Okay,
You're good.
there we go. Yeah, technically we can call this one the Rose 3.0. Two-tone, so black crown, deep purple upper visor, Houston script, metallic silver, deep purple, of course, in the interior there for the script style, and this fancy little rose patch that we got on the back.
I actually kind of like that. I think I like the fact that it's a rose patch on the back. I think it kind of gives that a little bit more, a little pop of color, and that's still a complementary color family. I like that. Yeah, but you're back now. You're
I
back
froze
now.
up again. I already know it. Oh my God.
Rose too. Okay, you're good now.
All right, cool. Sorry. Anyway, what were you saying about the rose patch on the back?
Oh no, I was saying it's a nice touch. I think I didn't see the people are saying the rose too, but I didn't see the rose one. But I think that's I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit different. It's no different from what we normally see.
Rose 1.0 was all purple with that same script style, and then this one, yeah, version 3, so 3.0 for the Rose.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice. Let's see. Moving on into Baltimore Orioles two-tone alternate logo, royal blue crown, like a little bit of a darker royal blue, red
Okay.
upper visor. I know this one's got a gray underbill onto it, and then 30th anniversary of Camden Yards for the side patch.
I like this one. I've kind of feel like we've been doing a lot of the Baltimore script logos with that side patch. So I think it's cool to see like the O's logo with like the traditional just single letter logo instead of it being a script. I kind of like that.
Absolutely. And then
The old
Austin in the
O's.
comments saying this one was dropped at the DC pop-up, which I was pretty sure about. The one thing I will say in regard to this being a Baltimore hat and then using this colorway specifically, I need to buy it.
All the chat's comments got me hungry. They're saying they're calling it the Old Bay, and I was just like, interesting combination. Good seasoning for seafood. No reason for it not to be a good seasoning for the mata. Real quick, no, that's tough. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I actually didn't realize that actually made more sense as far as why we did that color scheme. 214 fit.
Oh man,
Thinking like basketball. I cut out there. Old school Bullets jersey,
yeah,
because
slightly,
Baltimore
yeah.
Bullets back in the day would have gone perfectly with that.
Yeah, I feel like that would be that would definitely be a good combo with that. I'm sure you have a Bullets jersey in the trove somewhere back there.
I gotta bust them out again. It's been a while. I don't wear a lot of red, so that has more to do with why I just kind of keep them on ice.
Definitely a good 4th of July hat for sure.
Yeah, I like that. Up next we got Texas Rangers, old 1970s style primary logo, state flag of Texas for the side patch, and then I'm trying.
Walker, Texas Ranger. Oh, we lost you, Ben.
I cut out there. I'm back. I think I'm back.
Yeah, you did a little bit. Yeah, now you're back. Yeah.
No, so what I was saying was, so 70s primary logo for the front, state flag of Texas for the side patch, and I forgot what this. Oh no! It's a furry? Oh. See, Austin, everything just goes to hell. Hey, you're back.
Yep. Yeah, I'm back now.
What happened?
I have zero idea what just happened.
That's awesome. No, what's funny is I couldn't remember what the style of threading is on the Rangers hat, and I was hoping you were gonna like bail me out with that.
Oh, contrast.
Yes.
Contrast stitching, yeah.
During the time you were gone, it's like, oh yeah, it's contrast stitch. So no, we got that figured out now. So
yep.
This one's number 3. Made in China, gray undervisor, black sweatband, navy blue crown, lighter navy upper visor with, of course, that yellow gold contrast stitch. Give me one sec. Go to the next one. Los Angeles Dodgers.
The pink and green. Okay. That is tough.
Interior for the LA, and I can dig this one.
I like that. I do. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Beverly Hills collection that we talked about. I think it was either last episode or the episode before last. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit with the pink and green.
Yeah.
I can get behind it.
No, it's a good call on that one. And I was going to say, in regard to the Beverly Hills collection, I know we still got a couple more styles left to drop in LA. So keep your eyes and ears open. Let's see. I think we only got one more to go through. So don't worry, guys. This is going to be a very, very short. Oh, God. I just lost my spot. Very short sight sleepers.
Yep.
Houston Astros 2022 World Series City Connect.
I feel like this was like another variety pack one that we talked about last time, right, Ben? Like with that logo. I like this one. I feel like of the 3 that we've looked at, I feel like this one's probably like my favorite. I feel like I would rock this one personally.
I agree. I'm definitely feeling the same with you. This color scheme works a little bit better with me, and especially with the subliminal coloring that they.
Black, royal red, and light blue. Okay.
Makes itself a little.
Yeah, like shouts out to Piece 2314. Yeah, I think those were the Caps Jams hats that we were talking about, I think last week.
Yes, sir. Love it. And then the last one we got for you guys, we had dropped the Vegas gold crown, navy blue two-tone with the metallic gold threading on the interior logo for the Yankee Stadium 75th anniversary. But we also have just a straight navy blue. I think this one's going to be a gray undervisor, so cool gray undervisor on this one, black sweatband. So traditional Yankee colorway, 75th anniversary Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's a new patch for us, right? I haven't seen that patch used very much. Yeah, I like that.
Second time we've used it.
I feel like on hats like this, it works. It's like real clean. You know, like goes with that. I like that. Flashfire says he wonders what Austin thinks like that. Flashfire, if I was a betting man, I'd say A-Lab does not feel very happy about this hat. He said terrible.
100% chirping on it. I know David Kearns likes it because he and I were talking about it like a week or so ago.
Yeah, I feel like it's good. Like I said, I feel like with crowns that are like tonal, it works like really great. I feel like that's really how that patch should be used. Whereas like with a lot of other World Series patches, you could play a little bit more with colors. So like with 2 tones, it looks a little bit nicer.
Well, anything traditional colorway for the Yankees hat, I always feel like is going to do pretty well just because it doesn't. tradition, but two, just that solid colorway that matches with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's a you kind of cut out a little bit, but when you came back, yeah, but when you came back, everything, like it made sense. We were able to put together the pieces of what you were saying.
Awesome. That's the most important part. All right. That was it for Site Sleepers. It was only those 6 hats, so don't worry. I shouldn't be cutting in or out like anymore. Hopefully. Oh my God. Anyway, Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hackclub app only. It is the Level Up pack. Only 5 hats in this pack, which I think it's a solid number.
Mm-hmm.
Solid number. So I feel like we're gonna start with this one first, just because. Oh my God, it's bright. Hold on one sec. Let me turn my lights down a little bit to try and really get the capture the vibes that are going on here. There we go. Houston Astros, I feel like, has been the one that's been featured the most, so got to start with this one first. But yeah, vibrant, hot ass pink as far as the crown, button, upper visor, and then straight up metallic gold for the H as well as the star on the front. 1986 All-Star Game patch. A little bit of black, a little bit of graphite in there, especially with the metallic gold. Flat stitch baddie on the back in metallic gold, and that is going to be a little bit of an off-white, not optic white.
Mm-hmm.
Tag on the inside. Oh my God, the tag's not on the inside. If I remember correctly, these are made in Bangladesh.
Yeah, they are. I think, yeah, they are.
Okay.
The one I have is from Bangladesh. Yeah.
Nice. No, and I'm being dead serious. Like, there is no tag on the inside to indicate.
Oh. It's untraceable. Yes, there's Wilder and Austin are exactly right. There is no hook for these at all. They're just colors that seem to go really good on a hat,
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want a hot flamingo pink hat?
And it's not by accident I'm wearing the hat that I'm wearing today, which, kind of falls on the same line of the non-inspiration for these hats.
Put that on a shirt, Austin. No tag, no inspo.
How are you feeling about this one?
I feel like for because I think Tiana actually got that one, and we were looking, and I think the first ambassador I saw that had it was Kimsey. So shouts out to Kimsey on the West Coast, and I felt like she put it together with a Bape hoodie, and I was like, wow, that actually is really dope. It's actually really kind of nice. And I think T actually dropped her reel today. She put it with some Vomeros, some Air Maxes, and then the J Tips. Remember who fronted? So I feel like it seems like it's hot pink and it might not really be able to go with stuff, but that's really a smooth pastel spring hat. I definitely do that. Tef holding the donkey. Like I said, Hot T, I don't know. I don't know what the inspiration of it is. I have zero idea. It's just a really good crown.
I also want to just point out the fact that it's like, yes, my under visor colorway that I did on this hat and this colorway for the crown and upper visor, same exact color. So if you know, you know.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's probably, I know people are saying they're not really a big fan of that one, but I feel like it's nice.
You know what I say to those people? They're a bunch of fucking liars.
I feel like I would have seen someone going to the Barbie premiere with that on, with that crown on.
I agree with that. No, it's bright in color. Like we can obviously admit that. And it's for some, it's maybe not for others. But at the end of the day, it's like based on its overall look, it's really not that bad. Like the more I look at it, the more I dig it.
Yeah. I like the gold on gold with the star and the H is tough.
Yeah. It's so good. I'll let you go next because I know you got the next one in hand.
So the next one probably is a crowd favorite. It was definitely my favorite when I saw it. Phillies. Gotta see what's going on here. Phillies World Series. I am not going to take this hat off to put this one on. If you know, you know. There's a reason why I will not do that. Great Phillies crown. got the red and the yellow, got the white outline, and then got the darker brown stitch around. Gray UV black gutter, and made in Bangladesh. This one
Oh,
does
yeah.
have a tag.
Hey.
It has a tag, but there is no inspo.
None.
So there's zero inspo for this, but
Zero.
definitely my favorite personally of the pack. I would say this one, and yeah, I'll say with official Tony. I feel like when I look at the pack as a whole, this one and the St. Louis Browns, I feel like are my favorites, like personally.
You and I talked about this before the show. I only have
Mhm.
one, and it's not a negative comment. It's just if from a design perspective, I wish there was one thing we could have done differently, and that would be if we would have made the
Mm,
Phillies logo upside down so it looks like a lowercase d. Oh man, it would have been fucking hot.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because you know what? No inspo there, but I think it'll be cool. I've never seen an upside down Phillies logo before
Me either.
with the star. So I mean, that would have been pretty cool.
But I will say in regard to, why the Phillies was decided for this particular hat in this particular colorway, has everything to do with the star on the interior. Yes, the Philly logo, the P wouldn't make any sense, which is also why I said, hey, go upside down with it lowercase d. Then you kind of get a reference point from that. But from a typeface perspective, it's like, yeah, you got to remember the stars inside the logo. So using the interleague style Philly logo was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I know, Aaron. I know you wanted me to cover that A logo really badly, but it's distracting. You have to take it in. Both logos. You have to appreciate the Atlanta, and you got to appreciate the Phillies. And no, I will not trade you this hat for a Mets hat. Absolutely not.
Ooh.
But yeah, but I like I said, I like the color scheme on it. I feel like any crown with brown to Austin's point, it was the inspiration was brown. I feel like any crown that's that color brown, it's Carhartt brown with red, yellow. It's really hard to go wrong with that as a color combination, in my honest opinion.
Totally. I always call it like the peanut butter khaki.
Yeah.
And it's becoming one of my favorite color schemes for a hat. I don't have No, I do. I forgot because I did the in my collection, which doesn't
Mhm.
have a similar theme to what we're dropping at all. Um, I did the Provo Angels and of course the Brooklyn Dodgers in that same colorway. So
Duck brown, yeah. I was gonna say for Chad, if they remember last year when we did the work hard pack, and we did the same Phillies P with the star. The only difference was the star was blue. Again, it was just a really, really nice color contrast with that color brown. So, like I said, it's Inspro is brown, earth tones. It's a great thing to use. Great, great for your wardrobe all the time.
hey, it's Luis. You haven't missed much. You missed my internet cutting out when we were going over site sleepers. It's been like prime ever since I stopped doing that. So we're solid right now, baby.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go on to this one next. It is the Seattle Mariners. This, of course, is the Sunday jersey typeface as far as the front logo. Royal blue crown, royal blue upper visor, royal blue button. A
Mhm.
very what's the word I'm looking for? A
Colorful.
worldwide spectrum of colors as far as the front logos are concerned. 40th anniversary for the side patch. Mamma mia! Yeah, there we go. Um, Flat stitch batting on the back, so that's going to be a combination of it's a darker navy blue actually on the left side there, and then red. Cool gray under visor, black sweatband. All of these do have the Hat Club tag on the inside. I think I forgot
Mhm.
to mention that on the first one.
Yep.
And made in Bangladesh.
Yeah, I feel like the more I see that Mariners, the more I like it.
Yeah,
Initially for me, like I said, the Phillies was my favorite, but I still feel like Phillies and St. Louis are kind of holding the top spot for me. But that one's on the outside looking in because that's really tough.
oh, definitely. Just kind of makes you want to hit like a warp tube and ride a dinosaur to get this one, first up.
Hey, like Austin said, if I had a brother, I wear this hat with him. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Def, twinning. What did they call it? Twin Thursdays, not Throwback Thursdays, something like
Ooh, I like that.
that.
I love that. And then speaking of, having a brother, I feel like we just usher our way into this one as well. It's been a while since we've used Johnny Redlegs on the front logo for a hat. This is hands down one of my top 3 favorite logos in baseball history. And of course, he's wearing the blue jersey, blue pants, got the undershirt in red. This is the history of Riverfront Stadium as far as the side patch, but yeah, very yellow for the upper visor, the crown, and the button up top. That's going to be navy blue and red and white for the flat stitch baddie on the back. Cool gray under visor, white sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in Bangladesh.
Yeah, I feel like this one, I feel like I've liked this logo used on like a few crowns. I know we did this on the horror pack last year. Yeah, like I feel like that's a really clean color combination. I feel like of all the logos, like I guess you could say mascot-esque baseball logos, I do like that Reds logo a lot.
Yeah. I was gonna say, for me, it falls like second place behind the swinging tiger from 1967, otherwise known as the coked out tiger. I've always liked the full body mascot logos as far as hats are concerned. I just think it works really well with them.
Yeah, I like that. It's a like I said, it's a solid crown. I like that.
Yeah. Do you have the other one in hand?
I do not. The only one I have is the Phillies. So
Those jerks! I thought they were going to send you a couple of them.
Oh no, I feel like if the other one that they gave me was the St. Louis Browns, then I'm over here like, yeah, that's the one I need. But we'll spin the block on Thursday. I will spin the block on Thursday for that one.
Yes. All right. So this of course is number 5. You want us to give it the details on this one?
So yeah, like I feel like we got all black crown. It's a tonal black. So you got the metallic gold stitching for the St. Louis Browns. Then right there, that to me makes the hat right there. Then you have the side patch for the Browns there. Again, metallic gold stitching encrusting around the side patch. Then we move back to the Batterman. Got the red and gold there as well with the white outline for the Batterman. And then I think it's black gutter as well. With it, is that I always like, that's a red UV, right?
Yeah, just red, straight up red.
Okay, red UV, yeah, red UV, black gutter, Hat Club tag on the inside, and that should be a Bangladesh if my odds are right.
Oh yeah, I would say from a stylistic perspective, you might say it's a bit of an awakening, maybe a throwback to the past in regard to this hat. If any of you guys are musicians, and you play an ocarina, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I feel like I said, but between that one and the Phillies right now, I feel like that these are my 2 favorites. I feel like you could do a lot with that crown.
Oh yeah. No, I would say in regard to like my top 3, let me grab the other 4. This one's definitely number 1.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Number 2 for me is definitely going to be the Phillies.
Yep.
And number 3, yellow Johnny Redlegs.
I like that. Yeah.
Almost said the wrong name there.
No, I feel like I would probably just switch the Phillies with St. Louis, but I mean, if I'm being completely honest, that's really 1A, 1B. It just depends on what you're really feeling. I think good thing I like about this, and show your Phillies again. I think I got a factory defect.
Oh, how so? Oh.
So interesting things happening, but from that perspective, I feel like I like this one the most because it's the most wearable. I feel like I could find myself like grabbing and reaching for this hat every day. But I mean, it's a really, like I said, it's a really cool crown. I think that's something that I would, like I said, I would wear every day. And then the second, one would definitely be the Browns. And oh yeah, chat. This is definitely. I don't know. I know nothing, Austin. I know nothing. I just get the crown. I get the crown and bend it up and get it ready to go. Red button.
Okay. Now the question that creeps in my head is, were only like a few sizes made with that defect, or was somebody getting cute in the warehouse?
You know what? I have zero idea. But it was, what do they call it? Happy mistakes. What did Bob Ross call them? Happy mistakes. Whoever was doing it, they made a happy mistake, and I'm not upset with them for that.
Austin in here saying check out our TikTok. So I feel like a lot of the answers are going to be like, discovered with that.
Maybe we shall see. We shall see.
See, now I'm gonna have to raid my bag of like blank buttons, scoop this hat up, and make the same alteration myself.
No, but it's no, but no, I feel like it's a night. But like I said, I feel like all in all, extremely nice crown. I feel like I would put it between, like I said, that one and the St. Louis.
That's a
Definitely.
good call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's like hard to say, as you had said, it's a 1A, 1B kind of a situation. I don't. Yeah, I say it's not that I like any one more than the other. For me, it has more to do with like, okay, what am I wearing in a regular rotation? I tend to wear a lot of black, to which case
Yeah.
every single one of these hats would go with like that kind of style.
Yeah.
I just know the hot pink one, the Houston Astros one, is going to be a little bit lower on the list for me, just because the fact that it's so out there. But then again, so is the hat that I'm wearing, so I can't really criticize that.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I think that there's something in the pack for everybody. Like I said, I think Kimsey did a great job styling it. Tiana did an extremely great job styling it. I think that there's something in this pack for everyone. So if you like the Mariners is also out, the colors on the front logo, it's a little bit out there, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of things you can go with it.
I
Yeah,
gotta go back on that one. I don't feel like it got the same amount of screen time as everything else. So
yeah.
But yeah, just a reminder for you guys, these are dropping Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, hackclub at. These will not be available in stores, and I imagine they're going to go pretty damn fast.
Yep. I have a feeling like people were saying there might be a part 2. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at seeing
I would
a
hope
part
so.
2. I would definitely want to see a part 2 for this. I feel like this will be like the stained glass collection. I think this will sell out, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh man, I wonder." Again, no inspiration, but I wonder what other types of crowns or colorways you guys could come up with, or Freddie will come up with for the next pack for the part 2.
I had to mute myself there as I was choking. All right, I'm gonna put these aside.
Yep.
We're gonna move on into Friday. So same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. There is a variety pack dropping that day. Not a lot of quantities. So I actually only got like 3 photos, but there's like 7 variety pack hats dropping. 3 of which were ones that we dropped at the Hat Club pop-up at Good Times.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're gonna be dropping along with these. This is called a New York thing. It's 2 hats. First one being a New York Yankees. So this is going to be like the peanut butter khaki colorway, but just like the s'mores pack hats, this is going to be a suede crown. That same darker khaki as far as the Subway side patch. Almost biffed that one. Brown upper visor, brown button, optic white logo for the front, and then metallic gold for the outline there.
Okay.
And then seeing this in person now, it looks navy blue for some weird reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it's definitely navy blue. Like the more I look at it and the more I like hold it to light, it's definitely navy blue and red as far as the flat stitch baddie on the back.
Okay.
But then yeah, cool gray under visor, black on the sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. These are going to be made in Bangladesh, but yeah, this is part 1 of a New York thing. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I like the fact that they made it tonal to the material on the crown. I do like that on the side patch. That's an interesting twist. You would have expected to see a little bit of white to make that side patch pop, but I think there was more of a focus on the material, which I do like. It's a little bit different from what we normally do.
And then here's optic white logo and around the NY logo. Same side. And then same other details. So the navy, like bone or what was the color? Bone or like a light tan as far as the Batman logo on the back with red.
Okay.
It's not tan. I was thinking of it's bone or what was the other colorway we came up with? But gray under visor, black sweatband. Mr. Walker 54, you are 100% correct on that. So if you guys are, into stomping around town in a comfortable pair of boots, this is your hat.
Yeah, and Best of AZ is funny you say that because that's immediately what I thought of when I saw the crown at first. I was like, wow, that really reminds me of the s'mores pack material. So really well executed. I like that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, 7 variety pack hats plus these two, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hackclub.com, Hack Club app only. Not going to be in stores on these two. Yeah, it's a New York thing.
Speaking
Wait,
of celebrities, shouts out MVP Panda. What's up, Davey?
hey, what's up, Davey?
Hey. Glad there's no braids in the pack. Aaron, there's only so much greatness that they can put around. Okay, so we're letting you have that. We're letting y'all have that.
I love it.
We're letting y'all have that.
And then Saturday is gonna we're gonna leave off as far as showing off hats, just because next week, which technically falls into the February calendar, they're still finalizing a bunch of stuff, so we won't have anything to show off for Monday and Tuesday. But obviously, next week for recap, we'll have a lot more once everything gets finalized. But fortunately, Noho and LA are dropping the exact same hats, so it'll be much easier to go through. Don't have to split between the two. But I will say it's a lot of pink underbills plus a surprise on the very end. But this one's pinky number 1, so this one's going to be gray crown, purple upper visor, purple button, purple interior for the Houston script, metallic gold outline, Minute Maid Park as far as the side patch.
Yeah, the chats on it. They're like maybe a lost Fuji or Fuji 2.0.
Oh, that's a good call on that.
Aaron said correction. He was first. No, but I could definitely see that with the color scheme. I was thinking maybe maybe a lost Fuji. But no, I could if it's a Fuji 2.0, it's tough. I like that. Yeah, I think the yellow is what makes this pop. Is that metallic? I think that looks like metallic gold around the Houston spell out, right?
Definitely metallic gold.
That's a nice touch.
So piece 2, 3, and 4. If you got a buddy in New York or Los Angeles, you're gonna have to hit them up because these are only gonna be available at Noho and the LA Melrose store on Saturday morning. All right, number 2 is Seattle Pilots. I kind of have a feeling that LA may have already dropped this one, but obviously New York has not yet. So the side patch on this one is, I think it's the 100-year anniversary of baseball in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Not a patch I'm familiar with, so that's why I'm just kind of like a little bit in the confusion zone for this one.
This reminds me of an artist that specifically associates themselves with jet planes, but that's just
Ric
me.
Flair?
I don't know. Huh?
I said Ric Flair?
Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go. But no, I like this a lot. I feel like black with dark green is always a good always a good color combination, and I'm really liking how we're playing with that metallic gold stitching a lot with a lot of the outlines for some of these spell outs. It's clean,
Oh,
hey, Lab, Austin,
my bad.
It could be anybody.
I finally just cut out there. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, you're good. There's some interesting currency has been mentioned in the comments. BOB has been mentioned in the comments. I'll let chat use their imagination on that one.
I think either way, it's a good answer. I'm still sticking with Ric Flair just because limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
Yeah, you know what? It makes sense. Whatever you want it to make sense.
Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing. Woo! And of course, this one is going to be a pink under visor. Moving on to number 3, another Seattle Mariners hat. I know the last one was Pilots, but I meant to say another Seattle hat. Ken Griffey Jr. era. So dark teal crown, black button, black upper visor, Seattle script. There's a little bit of pink on the interior of the outline, if you guys can tell there, along with the navy blue trim on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
25th anniversary.
I like this a lot. I think to be honest, I like a lot. I like the freshwater colorway for the Mariners anyway. So I
Yeah,
feel like this is definitely that. If you're into sneakers, you already know freshwater Griffey ones. I mean, everybody, that's a must in any collection. So this is tough. I really do like the I like the color palette, and I like the fact that instead of just making the undervisor pink, they also kind of played around with that pink stitching, layering it on the spell out. That's tough. That's a really nice touch.
I'll be honest, like the addition to the pink threading that you just mentioned there, as far as either in the in front logo, side
Mhm.
patch, or even Batterman logo, I feel like that was an addition that, I'm not gonna say we dropped the ball on it. I just feel like that was something we should have added a long time ago, especially with, some of the first edition pinkies that we were dropping and so forth. And so the fact that over the last few months, any of the pinkies that have been dropping have had that addition to it, I really
Mhm.
dig.
Yeah, I really feel like I think it was like mid to late last year when they had the Seattle pinkies that dropped. They were navy, but they weren't in the freshwater, but they were navy, but they still had like those pink accents on the inside. Yeah, I really like that. I like if it's a pink UV, it just makes sense that there should be some hint of pink somewhere else in the crown. I think it just kind of ties the palette together really well.
100%.
Mhm.
Glad we can come to agreement on this one without.
Yes. Stamp of approval.
Next up, this is probably my favorite of all of them. 75th anniversary
Oh,
of Jackie Robinson as far as the side patch, Brooklyn script. So this is going to be a slightly off-white crown, Dodger blue for the interior logo, upper visor button. It's actually a metallic Dodger blue as far as the front logo. And of course, pink underbill.
Aaron, as per the usual, you are incorrect. This, but no, all seriousness, this is a beautiful crown. Like I feel like between the Brooklyn, then you have the Jackie Robinson patch. It looks like there's some metallics in the Jackie Robinson patch as well.
Yep.
75 year. This is I don't know what else you could really ask for in a team color crown with the pink UV. Yeah, this is nasty.
Yeah.
I need that one. I need that.
I gotta say, shout out to the design team because over the last couple weeks we've had what 3 or 4 Brooklyn Dodgers come through, and every single one of them was spectacular. You
Yep.
obviously had the red and maroon one for last week,
Mhm.
the Prospect Park one, which dropped at NoHo. There's this one,
Yep.
and I feel like there's another one that I'm missing. Um, I'm a sucker for baseball history. I mean, a lot of what I buy is kind of on the basis of that. So
Yeah.
any incorporation in a very tastefully done way, and especially as beautiful as this one for Jackie Robinson,
Yeah.
I gotta have this one.
Yeah. Big shouts out to Preem and Just for cooking up a masterpiece. This is like I said, this is one of those crowns where it's like it doesn't have to do too much. I think sometimes in designing we get into, hooks and inspiration, which by the way, none of our hats have inspiration. I just want to clarify that.
Zero.
But I feel like this is really an example of just staying within the team color and just really accentuating things. Like if you even look at that side patch, that's the retro Dodger jersey. If that number on Jackie Robinson's jersey is red metallic, yeah, this is I don't masterclass. This is how you do a team color properly.
Hell yeah.
Shouts out to Justin Preeman. Y'all did that.
I can't add anything to that. I was just like so beautifully said and spoken. So well done.
Yep.
But speaking of Justin and Preem, for any of you Raider fans that are out there, I know Preem was talking about the first time this dropped, some of the color schemes were off a little bit. So this is
Mhm.
actually the correct variation of the I'm gonna say Oakland Raiders, because that's me. But I guess technically you can go LA, you can go Vegas, 60th anniversary with the side patch. But
Mhm.
yeah, little slightly off-white, black and silver, traditional Raider colors, but pink under visor on this one.
I like it. As this is a very solid everyday off-white crown. I mean, like I said, if you got a starter chalk line jacket, you got a starter jacket or a chalk line jacket somewhere laying around the house, this is the crown for you. You could say
I was
correction.
gonna say, Space Hippie, I feel like you're pulling up to Melrose on Saturday, baby.
No, Now I've ironically enough, of all the football crowns I have, I do not have a Raiders crown yet. I don't have one. Not a fit. So I
I don't
might need
either.
to. I don't I like, but I feel like this is just one of those ones you got to have. Fragment threes, black and white ones, panda dunks. Shout out Davey. Um, I mean, yeah, I feel like this is like the perfect everyday crown.
I feel like this, get a starter jacket, nice pair of jeans, and then yeah, the styles of shoes that you were describing there. Bam, you are
Mhm.
set.
Set. Don't need anything else.
Yeah. But as an Oakland born and native resident, whatever you want to say, yeah, I don't own a single Raiders hat.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like I had Raiders snapbacks, but I do not have any Raiders fitteds.
Eh. Sub Diego 619 saying Nike Cortez, the only kicks you can wear with that hat. That's actually a good call.
That is actually a good call. I completely skipped over those. I was about to say Air Force Ones, but I skipped over Cortez's. Respects up, Diego.
Only the black Air Force Ones roll with this hat.
Only Black Air Force One lows. No mids or highs, just lows.
Oh God, I need to get a pair of black Air Force Ones one of these days.
You got some Black Air Force activity you're trying to get into over there, Ben?
I mean, I like to give off the vibe that hey, shit can go south any second because I already look strange enough as it is.
No, you know what, chat? That's what we're gonna do for like whenever Ben's birthday is. We're banding together and we're getting him a pair of Air Force One lows in black. That's what we're doing.
Hey, I got good news for you. It's in a week and a half.
So, listen, chat. Let's get on this. You understand the assignment?
And that's a cheap present anyway. I mean, because all
Yeah.
they do is sit on the shelves. Nobody's buying those.
Baker's appeal.
I
Oh
love
man.
it. And then we got one more hat for you guys. So once again, this entire run of hats that we've been showing off are going to be dropping at Noho and the LA Melrose store on Saturday morning. And I feel like this one, despite its color, is probably the best hat in the entire collection.
This is definitely one of my favorites. Like when I saw like the crown at first, I was just like, interesting color choice. But I feel like when I looked at the colors and how they moved together, I was just like, no, that's actually tough. I really like that. Especially how they have the orange in the All-Star game, the Brewers All-Star game side patch, and tying that into the LA logo as well as the crown logo. That's tough.
Yeah. So yeah, 2002 All-Star game. So of course that was the All-Star game that was played in Milwaukee. This is actually has a green undervisor on it. Not icy, not pink. I think I saw a couple comments in there asking what it was, but yeah, green undervisor on this. For any of you basketball fans out there, more specifically, if you like street ball, Rucker Park style, this is definitely up your alley.
Mhm. Yeah. Good call on that, Aaron. For he was saying frozen tangerine vibes. I think when I saw that color, it definitely was very striking.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Best of AZ says 76 vibes. That's actually a good way of putting it.
If you know, you know.
Oh yeah. Liam Minas, which Seattle did you want to check out? Was it the one of the pink undervisor ones for
Yeah.
NoHo and LA, or the one that's dropping on Thursday?
Mhm. I think just to be safe, we could probably go back in the deck to show him the
Yeah,
Seattle one, and then we can
I can do
we can
that.
maybe show the enhance.
Let's see. All right, so this one first up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the pinky. Good. We're good to get there. It's Lou. Yes. To your question.
Mm-hmm. Very astute observation.
Space Hippie. Awesome, brother. I'm glad to see your son's doing better. I kind of figured when you had said that it was an appendix issue, it's like, okay, that's pretty routine. But at the same time, it's still surgery. It's still a big deal. So glad everything went through with flying colors.
Liam said he's calling the plug. The plug.
I saw somebody tweeting about using the terminology for plug in regard to like sneaker culture and especially hat culture and how wrong it is. And it's just like once he got through like all the details of that, I'm like, you know what? That's actually a really valid point. I don't recall any point in time. Maybe I did a little bit ago in regard to using the term plug. But it's usually in jest more so than me being serious about it. But now that I
Yeah,
know the history behind the term plug, I probably will never use that term again in regard to sneakers or hats.
I feel like there are times where people take things and go a little bit deeper into them than is really needed. I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it's like if you're a plug to me was always just a person that could, you knew they had a guaranteed touch. So if it
Yeah.
was a release that was coming out, you knew that they were touching it, and you would just be like, hey, I'm gonna hit my plug up so I can make sure that I grab whatever I need to grab. But people getting into the minutia of it, it's like it's a metaphor. It's not a
Yeah.
direct translation. Like you calm down. It's okay. So, but, it's like, yeah, sometimes people get a little bit too lost in the sauce. I mean,
I
um,
agree with that. Well, I
yeah,
mean, from me, because I am a bit of a linguist. My pre Hat Club days go
yeah,
back in journalism and English and stuff. So I always kind of do stuff just based on, you know, dictionary definition stuff. And so it's just like, but yeah, getting a history lesson on the history of the term
mhm,
plug was a very
yeah.
interesting way to wake up this morning.
Yeah, ugly man chief. You know what? That's a great. If you want to think about it that way, plug is a play on light socket, right? You know what? Absolutely. It's when you plug something into a socket,
Yeah.
it has power, right? So, theoretically, an individual that you plug in with gives you the power, right? To get whatever you want. See how I can make something seem so complex, but it's actually
Hell
really
yeah.
simple? It's like, but or yeah, I think someone even said spinning the block.
This goes down that the line of does food slap or does food smack?
I mean, it's one of those. I feel like that's more of a regional thing. Definitely down
I,
here, we say food slaps.
totally. Much in the same way, soda or pop.
So we say soda down here. We don't say
Yeah, it's
pop.
soda.
Yeah,
Actually,
soda.
I was kind of expecting with you being from Georgia that you would say Coke.
I mean, I feel like we just say soda down here because most of the time when you go to restaurants, I feel like most places I go, people don't ask me, "Do I want Pepsi?" It's just, "Hey, you want some soda?" And normally Coke is the drink of choice.
Yeah.
Now when I've gone up north and I visited family up in New York, and they know that I drink Coke, like Coca-Cola, because I have
Oh
to
yeah.
be correct on here. When I go up north and I hang out with family, they'll ask me, "Hey, do you want Pepsi or do you want Coke?" And it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take Coca-Cola, or if they don't have Coca-Cola, I'll do Pepsi, you know.
Um, the only non-Coke product drink that I will enjoy is always going to be Dr. Pepper. Which is
Okay.
why I'm thankful that Mr. Pibb is in the Coca-Cola family because there's
Yes.
no shame in that. A little bit of Mr. Pibb, a little bit of cherry Coke, you got yourself a delicious
Mhm.
beverage.
Yeah, I don't think I think whenever I've heard people say you want some pop, I was just like, I don't know, that just sounded like it just sounded like code for something else other than a drink. So I'm
Yeah,
just like, do I want soda? Yes, I would love soda. Pop, I don't know what that is.
I've run into that in the Midwest. I think mostly Chicago and a little bit of Minnesota. But when I first moved up to Washington State, and I
Mhm.
mean, like my senior year of high school, and I come rolling in, and I'm like, "Hey, can I get a soda?" And everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, bubbly, carbonated, sugary beverage, Coca-Cola, whatever. And they're like, "Oh, we call it pop here." And I'm like, "You guys are fucking wrong."
just throw it all away. Throw,
Yeah.
throw, throw everything that you're doing away. It's not it. Baja Blast, yes. Yes, Austin, yes. Um, McDonald's Sprite is top two. You know what I've noticed now
Ooh.
that some restaurants are now going to, or fast food joints are going towards Starry instead of Sprite. Like I remember I went somewhere and they were just like, "Hey, can I get a Sprite?" They're like, "All we have is Starry." I'm like, where did Sprite go? Like where is it? But I was just like, I don't understand this starry beverage. I just want Sprite. That's all I want.
It's kind of wild because that like Pepsi brand clear cola, as I'm gonna call it, has gone through 3 name changes in the last 20 years because we have Starry Now, we had
Yeah.
Sierra Mist, and I'm trying to remember what the third one was before Sierra Mist.
Was it wasn't Mellow Yellow. It was something else.
No, I'm hoping somebody's Slice. Thank you.
Like,
It was
okay,
Slice.
yeah.
Sub Diego on it. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but I'm with Austin though. It's like Sierra Mist and Sprite are the only things that I'm familiar with. All these other um imposters trying to be Sprite and Sierra Mist. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I see a lot of people saying 7 Up. No, 7 Up is its own brand and it
Yes.
still exists. Shasta, which is actually made just north of me,
Mhm.
that's its own brand. And then somebody said something else. I'm trying to remember, go back on it. Oh, Squirt. Squirt is grapefruit soda. That's not even the same ballpark. Come on. But I want to go back to what you were saying about McDonald's Sprite.
Pause.
That is the bona fide cure for any hangover, if you guys didn't know.
What's the cure?
McDonald's Sprite.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Peace. Thank you, Aaron, because that was crazy. We're not gonna repeat that comment, but just
I missed it, and now I'm going back and seeing it. Yep.
oh man, yes, relentless. TV static. That's definitely what I've described it. Some people, would say that drinking Dasani is like that as well, but I don't make choices about what water brand you choose. Just put it this way, I'm from Atlanta and I do not accept Dasani. It's either Aquafina, Fiji, or yeah, I really feel for me it's more of Aquafina and Fiji.
I'm an Arrowhead guy.
Okay.
I will even go oh my god, I'm spacing on it right now. Because it's actually bottled north of me. Shit. It's gonna hit me later. I already know it.
Flash Fire like Crystal Geyser?
It begins with an S.
Spring.
Yeah, I feel like spring is definitely in the name. Flash, you're from the Bay Area. I figure you'd be like all over this.
Arrowhead Dirt Ditch Water. What?
No, not sparklers. No, Poland Spring is definitely like 100% New York.
Yeah. I know and I know Deer Park is Midwest, so it's got to be like is it? I don't want to say it's Springfield water or
I don't know why I can't think of it right now. It's not
Siphon Springs.
Flint, Michigan tap water. Yep, you nailed it, Peace. Way to go.
Oh man,
that's mean. No, it's not. It's not sparklets or anything. Oh my god! When we do the show next week, I'm gonna have it written down, and I'm gonna start the show with like, it's this. Oh my god. I feel like we've made you guys wait long enough on this one. We got some invoices to give away for Thursday's drop, so we did a little bit of trivia. Did you get the questions I sent over?
I did. Yes, I did.
I figure we'll just alternate. I'll start with number 1 because in the order of that, number 5 is definitely one that I have to read.
Yes.
When I wrote the way I wrote it, it's just like, oh yeah, I fucked up on this. But anyway, if you guys are ready, we're gonna kick this off. So yes, this will give you guys an invoice for the drops that are happening on Thursday. All you guys have to do if you win is shoot me a DM either to the Hat Club Twitter account, or you can hit up my personal account. So Shaka Brody right there. If you send it to my personal account, I'll get to it faster. I'll get it sent in tonight, so you guys are good to go. All right. Number 1. Who is or what is the name of the final boss in Super Mario Brothers 2?
Wish we had like a little soundboard for Jeopardy theme music.
I know. Nope, not
Nope.
Bowser, not Birdo.
Mm-mm.
That was the first boss, Birdo. Bowser was the boss in part 1 of the
Ah,
first
green chile.
Green
Yes.
Chile.
Ah, that was good.
That was great. Boom. That is correct. It is Wart. It is Wart. I was very deceptive in that because I knew a lot of you guys would say King Koopa or Bowser, and you guys would have been all wrong.
Let me see. Yeah, Green Hill. Yeah, let's see here. So we're gonna go with question 2 here. So question 2, released back in 1993, the year I was born, by the way, by Atari. This video console marketed itself as the first ever 64-bit gaming console. What is the name of the console?
I actually still own this gaming console.
Really? You actually
Yeah.
used to have one?
Oh yeah, it's packed away in my closet.
No Argon, no 190.
Oh
No
no,
Laurent, no. Oh, Aaron Luke.
Aaron Luke.
Hey, the guy that I somewhat root for from time to time. Good job, man. Quick on the trigger.
I love it.
It is the Atari Jaguar. That was
Yeah.
the answer. I won't go that far. You're baby lamb status right now. We'll grow into a goat eventually, but we'll see.
So I'll
Yeah.
tell you guys the backstory about this gaming system and why it was such a sham. So because they had two 32-bit chips in the console, that's how they
Mhm.
justified it as 64-bit. And the graphics were pretty ass. They only made 50 games, and the way that we acquired one of these gaming consoles was this goes back to 1997 in Pismo Beach, California. There used to
Mhm.
be an arcade on the boardwalk where if you have like a certain amount of tickets, you can trade them in for like cool prizes.
Yeah.
So the Atari Jaguar console, somebody had found one at Toys R Us from like years ago,
Wow.
and it was like 10,000 tickets.
Sheesh.
So there was this game where you drop a quarter and it goes down the rail and it'll hit like a certain tab, and that's how many tickets you wear or you
Mhm.
win. So my brother and I mapped out the timing on that game so we could hit the jackpot every single time.
Mm.
So every day we would go at the end of the day, let people try and try and try till that number like got stupidly high. And then we'd roll in like a bunch of badasses and just drop the quarter and win like 3,000 tickets. So in a week, we won the Atari Jaguar.
Oh man. See, that's how I wish I was like that smart. You guys were definitely doing some, now you see me, now you don't. I was me. On the other hand, I'm just tapping my Dave and Buster's card every single time. Like I'm gonna let's just see what happens. Let's just see what goes on. Let's see if we win some tickets today.
No, dude, Austin, you say we paid $500 in tickets. No, I mean, we only paid like less than $10 in quarters to win that damn thing.
Austin, you're describing me because I was definitely a person that was spending obnoxious amounts of my parents' money at the time to go to Dave and Buster's
Oh
and
yeah.
win a toy that probably was only $40. Probably gave Dave and Buster's $200 easily.
I've got a confession to make. I have never been to a Dave and Buster's.
You've never been?
Mm-mm.
It's good. I've not been in a long time. There's actually a retro arcade here that's called Joystick Game Bar. That's off of Edgewood. That
I see.
100.
I'd rather just do that because it's like they got the old
Yeah.
school games. I don't have to pay, out the ass to play. So yeah.
Yeah, Peace. It's lost its luster. It's lost its Dave and Buster's has definitely lost its luster.
All right. Question number 3. Somebody actually said this answer in the chat earlier, so I'm hoping that person is like Quick Draw McGraw on this one. It's long. So from 1989 through 1991, this NBC cartoon originally started as a comic character in Nintendo Power magazine and featured a teenage kid and his dog Duke who were sucked into their TV to fight evil game characters in Videoland. What is the name of the show?
Mm.
It blew my mind when I saw somebody say this earlier.
Oh,
I got to read it again.
yeah, I think chat's confused.
All right, so back in 1989 through 1991, there was on NBC, there was a cartoon based on a kid who was sucked into their TV along with their dog Duke to go fight evil in Videoland. The character was first introduced as a comic character in Nintendo Power magazine. What is the name of that show?
I said yes.
Man, I'm surprised nobody's just fired it in. I'm blown away by this.
Oh wow, David
Kearns.
David got it.
Oh, I love it.
He said, "Thank you, David."
Boom.
Boom.
David, you can just text me what you want because you got my phone number. So,
old man answer. All right, y'all are. I'm hats off to y'all because I definitely wouldn't have gotten that one. Long question, and I don't think I would have gotten that one.
I apologize for the question being so long, but I had to give like the full context to describe the show. Yeah.
I feel like for the right person, all that context was needed, like to be able to narrow it down. So we have question number 4, which is, what was the name of the 1989 film starring Fred Savage that served as a marketing tool for the release of Super Mario Brothers 3?
Yeah. You could also say it was a marketing tool for the Power Glove as well.
Aaron, I would sell all my hats before I do that.
Sub Diego 619.
Sheesh.
Quick draw.
Quick draw is something magical.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Wizard?
I have seen it.
Have you seen it as an adult?
I've not seen it as an adult. I saw it as a kid.
Dude, watch it again as an adult. There are some creepy ass moments.
See, I feel like is that a Tubi movie or a Freebie movie now, or is that
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that tonight. I'm gonna look that up tonight.
Green chili, I love you, brother.
The Power Club is so bad.
Oh my god. No, it's funny because like the end of the movie where Jimmy Woods is like the little autistic kid in the movie, and he's always like, California. That spot, which is just like outside of Palm Springs with the dinosaurs, like anytime that I drive by it, I always yell that. And it's always 50-50 if whoever's in the car with me is gonna understand like why I'm yelling that.
It's that somebody can just be like, yeah, we're here. Man, what?
Oh, San Diego, that was Little Monsters, man, which that movie is scary as fuck.
What was the name for it? Yeah, with How I Met Knows the Monster Under the Bed. I feel like the movie that actually used to like creep me out as a little kid was definitely Gremlins. I was not a real big fan of that movie. I feel like as I got like older elementary, middle school age, I started to like it more. But as a kid, I did not like Gremlins. It's not my
scary, dude.
Not my movie.
I mean, those Gremlins were out there murdering people.
Yeah, and then it's like
a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I think the scene that always it's the scene that like made me feel weird as a little kid was when they threw it in the microwave and then it exploded. I was just like, yeah, all right, this is going. It's like throwing something in the microwave. It's like, all right, man. All I knew at that time was Hot Pockets went in the microwave. I didn't know Little Monsters went in there. that was a little bit too much for my mind at that time to comprehend.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, all right. Question number 5. This one's going to be hard, but I know I've told this story at least 2 times on the show, which is the only reason why I'm asking it, but it's definitely the hardest question that we have here. All right, number 5. Which Super Nintendo game, which actually came out in 1993, did my brothers and I finish in the top 10 in the world as part of a contest that was held by Nintendo Power? It's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just learned something new about you, Ben. I did not know that.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, so Super Nintendo game, guys. Came out in 93.
Street Fighter bases loaded.
Meanest. You're on it, brother. Yes, it was the original Star Fox.
Man.
The backstory on that is It was if you guys remember the store called Babbage's, like it predated GameStop. But yeah, they had a contest hosted by Nintendo Power where you got 3 minutes to basically run through the game, and you scored as many points as you possibly can, et cetera, et cetera. So
Okay.
my 2 older brothers and I just come walking in and just fucking own the joint. My oldest brother Matt finished number 1 in the world. My middle brother Adam finished in 7th place, and I finished in 5th place.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So how do they normalize it? Like, I'm assuming they probably had this contest going on at like multiple stores like in the country and in the world then. So I guess they had to figure out a way to get all that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool, man. I didn't know
And
that.
then I can't remember which which issue it was, but like all 3 of our names are, listed in the top 10 in Nintendo Power. So I got to hit my brother, because my brother, another weird story. My oldest brother, who finished number 1, is one of like less than 100 people who owns every single issue of Nintendo Power that ever came out.
Wow.
Yeah. As I say, I suck at modern video games, but you throw an NES controller or a Super Nintendo controller in my hand, I'm not losing. I will dominate everybody.
Sheesh. Yeah. Flashfire has an interesting suggestion. He says, can he ask a bonus question for someone to get an extra invoice if they get the answer?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. 203rd, Austin? Wow.
Damn.
Surrounded by greatness. That's what I'm gathering from these stories.
I got another confession to make. I've never played Halo.
You never played Halo?
Never played Halo.
It's good. I feel like I prefer Call of Duty more so, but I mean it's the same. It's virtually the same thing, just different weapons and completely different storyline. But I feel like if you play Call of Duty, you could probably get Halo. It's not that difficult.
Call of Duty Black Ops on PS3. Oh my god, I loved that game.
FaZe Clan found
No. And in my defense, because like I had an old school Xbox. I never got Halo. I there were a bunch of other games that I got, and I just never acquired Halo. So that's my bad on that one.
Oh, Haas corrected me, saying, "Nah, Halo is way different than just hopping on COD." I mean, okay.
G-Rant, top 250 in the world on Halo Reach on 360. That's impressive, man.
SOCOM 2, yeah, I remember that on PlayStation 2. I remember that as well. Or was that? Yeah, I think SOCOM 2 was on PlayStation 2.
There's a whole era of gaming that I somehow just
Yeah.
missed out on in my life, and it's really sad.
Aim assist and COD. I will say yes. I will say that aim assist and just game mechanics on COD, sometimes it baffles me. Sometimes I just have to pause the game and just look at the kill cam replay and just go get something to drink so that I can digest what just happened. So I think Flashfire said he's ready. So he says let us know when you're ready.
Liam Minas, yes. So the invoice giveaway is for the Thursday collection. So yes, level up.
So these hats we were showing up earlier.
Oh, 214 fitted. I'll answer your question on that in a minute because yeah.
He said at the Nintendo World. Okay, so Flashfire's question is at the Nintendo World Championships in 1990, what 3 games did contestants try to score the most points in?
Ooh.
So Space Hippie's saying Super Mario 2. So I'm just keeping track of answers. Relentless is saying Super Mario Brothers, Rad Racer, and Tetris.
Relentless said that?
Relentless said that, yes.
Give me 1 sec.
No, Shannon, none this week that we showed.
Relentless got it. Relentless, you nailed it, brother. Hold on 1 sec. Let me write this down.
That's a good question, Flashfire. Kudos to you, man.
Damn. I usually know a lot about fucking video games, especially old school Nintendo shit, but I never have given much thought to that. I remember the championships, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Elk Dot too. He got it. He was just a little bit behind. He was a little bit behind Relentless.
Elked out. Were you even born in 1990? Because I'm impressed that you were able to get the answer like even as quickly as you did.
Yeah, if Elk Dot, if you didn't type the years, I feel like you would have probably beat Relentless to the punch. Okay, no, but that was good. That was good. You had the years, so more points to you for most complete answers.
I love it.
Yeah.
So somebody had asked a little bit ago. I'd get back to this question. And
Mhm.
Tafuri, I feel like it's gonna be a yes answer for you as well.
Mhm.
So yes, I used to play Mortal Kombat back in the day.
Mhm.
I was way better at Mortal Kombat 2 than part 1 just because I feel like the joystick configuration was much easier for part 2.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, as a youth, when I was living in Bakersfield, California, and splitting time between there and Pismo Beach, I used to wreck fools uh, in Mortal Kombat at Tilt, at Valley Plaza Mall in Bakersfield, and that old school arcade in Pismo Beach.
Yeah, the front parts of my knuckles were always like I feel like I had to dust them off every time it was test your might. Like that, I feel like that was like, especially if you tried to play like the difficulty on hard or on like the hard, like or the tower on hard difficulty. Yeah, that was different. Raiden's been my favorite character, since then. So I'm
Ooh.
still a Raiden character now.
Relentless says, by the way, I competed at Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2 at Evo. Wow. Number 1 in Arizona. That's impressive, brother.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like most of the time when I go online and I've seen like, Sonic Fox and like, a couple other guys like play like Mortal Kombat, like I feel like those are I was like, I feel like I admire the level of skill they have, but I'm like, dude, I don't think I could really. I play video games for enjoyment, so I don't think I could ever do it competitively. I feel like that's hats off to anybody that can do that, man.
Damn, dude.
Did we like the Mortal Kombat movie? No, I did not.
Now, are we talking about the recent one or the one from the 90s?
So if it's the one from the '90s, yes.
Yeah.
If it's the most recent one that came, like I think they were advertising when HBO Max was starting to become a platform, no.
I still have not watched that one, but I feel like I'm going to be seriously disappointed when I do.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the '90s had it down. Like as far as like the movie, we already knew like effects wise, we're not seeing Johnny Cage throwing out shadow energy or doing shadow kicks like that. Like we already knew that. So it's like, why not just embellish the fact that it's goofy, but it's still fun. Like you could still see it. Like I feel like watching the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, that's why I love the '90s as far as like growing up back then. Like between that and Mortal Kombat, Space Jam, like '90s was just a really good era for movies.
It was. Oh my
Now,
god.
if you're talking cinematography wise and realistic looking, it wasn't. But I feel like we just used our imagination. It was just like, you know what? I get what you're trying to do there. I respect it. Exactly. If you don't remember TMNT the Ooze, you don't remember any of those, man. Like I like the newer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, but the OGs are goated. Like that with a retro box of Papa John's pizza. I like sleepover with the friends and the
Yeah.
homies. Yeah, that was it.
And you guys are talking about the live action TMNT from back in the 90s?
Yes.
Those were
Yes.
amazing.
Yep. Power
Amazing.
Rangers movie was also good. Power Rangers Turbo was also good. I feel like Power Rangers Turbo is probably one of my favorite movies.
Wow.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was just like I watched it so much. Like I feel like it was a rotation between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Space Jam, Power Rangers Turbo, and I didn't really watch Mortal Kombat like that. It's like as a younger like kid, but as I got older, yeah, it's a high. I mean, I like Mighty Morphin. I mean, obviously you have Mighty Morphin as far as like daytime TV, but as a movie, I definitely liked Turbo, and I say Mighty Morphin is a close second as well. I feel like if you put on either of those movies, I'm satisfied.
Before I Sub Diego 619. Hit me up on Instagram. So Green Chile 27, Aaron Luke, David Kearns, obviously shoot me a text. Sub Diego 619, Liam Menas, and Relentless. DM me through my Instagram account. So Shaka Brody on Instagram. All I need from you is full name, hat size, which hat you want, and then email address, and I will take care of it for you. Fun fact about Ivan Ooze. The actor who played Ivan Ooze in the Power Rangers movie was the same villain. Trying to remember his name. Belloc in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The rival archaeologist. And then he was also the priest in Hot Fuzz. He actually just had a birthday a couple days ago, just like randomly that we bring this up. So
yeah. And Relentless, yes, it's going to be from the Thursday drop, so level up drop, because we're trying to level up your fitted game. That's why it is. It has no connection to anything else other than that.
Yeah. Oh, Space Hippie. So all the drops. So Thursday is gonna be level up. Friday is it's a New York thing, which is 2 suede crowns. So like the s'mores pack hats, brown upper visor. Actually, I'll show them real quick. So it's gonna be a Met and a Yankee, just like this.
Yep.
And then there's a variety packs hats dropping on Friday as well. I just didn't have them in hand just because they didn't send them out because it's like split between online and stores. But that was it. That's all the drops that we kind of got going this week.
Yep.
Oh, and Noho and LA, all those pink bottoms plus the Rucker Park LA Dodger, that orange one.
Yeah, I think somebody asked about did we show? Oh, maybe I don't think we showed the Royals on here. Did we show Casey on here? That was supposed to be in. No, we haven't. Okay.
Nope, no Casey.
Okay, gotcha.
And then all the winners, you can also shoot me a DM on Discord. Obviously same username, Shaka Brody, and I will take care of you.
Yep.
Liam Menas, what's the customer service email for Hat Club? Are you being customer service at hatclub.com?
There's a Royal dropping tomorrow at the stores. Austin.
Ah, man.
Austin, giving y'all some free game. There is something dropping at the stores tomorrow. There is a Royals dropping at the stores tomorrow.
You're good, Liam Menas, man. I'm just busting your balls. Who you got this weekend football wise?
I feel like Detroit. I feel like Detroit's. It's just it feels like their year. I think I got Detroit coming out the NFC and I got Ravens coming out the AFC. It's just I respect what the Chiefs did, but I feel like that game that they played Buffalo. Don't get me wrong. I know that they've met up the last 3 years just in different stages of the playoffs, but I just feel like the Ravens just look too good right now. Defensively, they're too good.
Yeah.
Offensively, they're too good, and I don't think the Chiefs are really known for stopping anyone. So I think it's going to be one of those games of, can the Chiefs really stop the Ravens? Because I know the Ravens are going to be able to stop the Chiefs. They're not going to gash them like they've been gashing other teams. And I think this is the most vulnerable I think I've ever seen the Chiefs look as a team, as a unit.
Yeah.
In a while. So, I feel like it's going to be Detroit and it's going to be the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year.
I feel like that's the best case scenario. And I mean, I talked about this on Benchwarmers on Monday. Like, I'm not anti-Niners. I mean, I'm in the Bay Area for crying out loud. If the Niners move on, I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm okay with that. Because I mean, number 1 seed going against the number 1 seed, I think is a solid matchup. Granted, we've already had this matchup back in 2013 with the Harbaugh. So that element, I'm kind of over it. But because the Lions have never been to a Super Bowl, which also means they never won a championship in the Super Bowl era, that's why I'm pulling for them.
Yeah. I think it's just if Debo's not playing, I mean, don't get me wrong, CMC, they have some weapons on offense, but I feel like Debo kind of gives the Niners a little bit more of an edge as far as I feel like you need your best going up against the Lions right now. It's just if you look at how they've been playing, it's like you can't you can't have substitute offense going against them. And it's the same thing with the Chiefs. It's like I feel like Lamar is too good running. He's a lot more accurate passing, than I've seen. He's just playing really well.
Yeah. And I will say, in regard to if the Ravens do win on Sunday, I mean, essentially, we're just looking at a regular season rematch because the Ravens beat the piss out of the Niners, and they especially beat the piss out of the Lions this year. So I know either one of those teams is looking for a revenge game against Baltimore.
Yeah, I like yeah, I mean, I feel like I think for me it would be this would be a good vindication year for Lamar if he goes there, wins. I mean, he's definitely gonna win MVP. If you also win Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP all in the same year, it's like if Baltimore doesn't lock him into or at least just say this is our guy going forward, then I don't really know what else he has left to prove. And then and even Purdy, like for the 49ers, it's like, I think I read like a story where they were saying the Niners initially were going to try to go after Tom Brady to get him to come out of retirement, and then all the good stuff he's done. So it's respect to them. And I feel like this is the first time in a while where I've said, like, you know what? It's Ravens, Niners, Ravens, Lions. I think that's the Super Bowl I want to see just because of how both of those teams are playing right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end, like the one thing I'll say positively about Purdy, I mean, last year he's only a sophomore, and last year he got hurt, so his season came to a crashing halt. And this year he's had some amazing games, more so than he's had terrible games. Like the Baltimore game, like just pretty much derailed any MVP. Like Lamar Jackson locked that game, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I love Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
But yeah, going with what Liam Mina said, like the amount of criticism that Brock Purdy gets on a regular basis, more so from Niner fans than anybody, like makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
I think it's just because of it's kind of like his play, like you said, in the games, like the bigger games. It's like I've heard people call him a game manager. I've heard people call him like, not clutch and stuff like that. But it's like you don't secure the number one seed if you're not clutch.
Correct.
He's been doing good work. So it's like I'm never gonna take anything away from him, but I think it's just we're gonna see how they line up against the Lions.
G. Laurent, you're such a hater. But I respect you for it.
So and Liam is right. Liam is right. They already did lock him in. So I feel like this would be vindication for Lamar, not in the sense of it giving him more money, but I think it will justify the contract that he was given, which to me is crazy because I feel like he should have been paid what other quarterbacks are getting paid anyway. I feel like that whole saga of them trying to not give him what he was worth, I felt was just weird. But I feel like now the fact that they've locked him in and he's performing and doing well, it's like I feel like this is just more evidence to the fact that y'all just should have offered him a better contract up front. Like
let alone all 31 other teams who decided, yeah, we don't want him on our team. Y'all look like a bunch of fucking idiots right now.
Yeah, it's like Austin said, he would have wanted Lamar in Buffalo. Who's to say?
That would have been amazing.
Yes, yeah, exactly. 214. If Dak is getting paid, he hasn't done what Lamar is doing. I would definitely be going and trying to, if he wins the Super Bowl this year, yeah, they're gonna have to renegotiate that or restructure that deal somehow.
Lamar's just gonna have to get paid in gold bars at this point.
Basically. I've heard him mic'd up just as I feel like everybody says that everyone who knows him just says he's like a really good dude. He's a competitor. He plays the game the right way. He's not really like in it for like personal accolades, but it's like still, man, he plays well. Like I've seen the like interview where like Tom Brady was talking about when he first saw him, is when you look at him I feel like he's like Vic 2.0.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most apt comparison I could put to him. I know a lot of people were saying Deshaun Watson was looking like that, and maybe CJ Stroud with a little bit more time, he can definitely fill that void. But I feel like play style from a quarterback that came in, it was the same thing on the scouting report. He runs, he doesn't win games with his arm, and then he starts passing and getting more accurate, and the numbers don't show that. And then now this year, it's like again, the numbers are showing he's a very accurate passer. It's like, I feel like it was the same thing with Vic. It's like, he can run, and that's an asset, for his team, but he definitely can put the ball downfield.
My criticism of any of those old heads, experts that always criticize Michael Vick because he was so run heavy. I mean, okay, you can blame coaching for part of it, but at the end of the day, these same guys who always argue the fact that, oh, the NFL's a running game. And it's like, well, why are you criticizing this quarterback who can run circles around everybody to advance the ball? Like, that makes no sense.
And the crazy thing was people always act like the Falcons were calling those plays. Like, if you ever listen to a Vic interview, it's just like, no, the pocket collapsed. Like, he had a shitty offensive line. It's like, so for him, running was actually keeping and extending the play, like keeping it alive. That's why when you went to go see Michael Vick play, if you ever saw him play, it was just like, how are you doing that? How are you extending plays like that? You're literally outrunning, safeties, linemen, and throwing guys open.
Yep.
It's like this was something that, yes, imagine if Vic watched tape. And that's the thing. It's like we say this all the time about, quarterbacks. It's like, pocket presence and stuff like that. Well, to have pocket presence, your pocket has to stay, stable. It can't be your pocket collapses. You got less than 5 seconds to throw. I mean, when I look at Mahomes, when the Chiefs were really the Chiefs to me, it's like dude's got 6, 7, 8 seconds back there to check, to look down, throw downfield, throw short routes, read defense, look off, corners and safeties. It's like he has time. It's like, if you don't have that time, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, exactly. That's his pocket was literally Colorado, and he was still getting the Falcons NFC South Division titles. So. No, I mean, I'm hoping Colorado's, like they're claiming that they're doing a lot more. They revamped their line, so we'll see. We'll see when college football kicks off next year.
Hey, official Tony. The only reason why I know this is because my wife talked about it. So before you guys think I'm a Taylor Swift fan, I'm not hating on her at the same time. But the Super Bowl, the day of the Super Bowl is actually when Taylor Swift will be in Japan for her tour. So regardless of whatever the outcome of this Sunday is, you don't have to worry about Taylor Swift being at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't take another swag surfing episode. I can't. I don't know what that was, but that was not swag surfing at all. It's like, when I saw it was just like, when I saw the article, what is swag surfing? I was just like, okay, all right.
People
what
are
is
just
it?
making weird shit up at this point.
Yeah. I listen. Stiff doesn't even describe it. It doesn't. It's non-existent. Like swag. It's not. It's called swag surfing for a reason. And I will leave it at that.
I love it.
Just leave it at that.
I feel like that's a good note to leave on.
Yeah. Very good note to leave on.
Dude, guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in with us this week. Green Chili 27, Aaron Luke, Kearns, Sub Diego 619, Liam Minas, Relentless. Yep. Hit me up on Instagram or hit me up on Discord. I will take care of your winning invoices tonight. Tef, always a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure hanging with you, Ben.
Yeah,
man.
Looking forward to what we got coming at you guys next weekend. Or next week, sorry, not next weekend. I think next Wednesday we actually are going to be talking about our first pop-up event of 2024.
Heard some good things might be dropping there.
Yeah.
So I've heard through the grapevine.
If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. I'm hoping A-Lab confirms or corrects me here in the comments here in a second. I'll give it a second.
The suspense is killing me.
It is not Houston, unfortunately. I can assure you of that. Okay, Austin says hard maybe. Yeah, that's a good answer. But yeah, it's I think you guys will be satisfied with where we're gonna end up being for number one.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a really good, as always, good crowds, but I think it'll be a good event and good activation. So good way to get the community out and about.
I hope you're able to come.
Hey, you know what? Who knows? There might be a tailor-made sighting out wherever it is.
Hey. And then I hope I'm able to come.
Yeah, I'm like, it's got to be a party. It's got to be me, you, Austin. We got to find a bar with some old school arcade games, and we got to see number 5 in the world go to work. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I know for a fact that there is a barcade, and on top of which I still have leftover tokens for this particular barcade, so we'll be good.
That's what we call destiny, chat. That's what we call destiny.
Yes. Oh, and this is very important because when I do drink what I like to drink, they have Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor.
So we get drunk Ben, and see, it
is drunk Ben where you're gonna have to keep an eye on me and get me out of that place as soon as you see shit go south.
Okay, got you. All right, Austin, we need tokens and an escape plan. We need to work that into the budget.
Yep, smart move there.
Yeah,
we got time to figure it out.
We got time.
Right. But hey, guys, as always, a pleasure. See you this next week.
All right, see you, man.
See you guys.